this part. I'm afraid no ghosts. Alright, welcome to Annika's review. After you just got done sitting through those uncomfortable 34 seconds, let's start the review. Alright, so about an hour and a half ago, Annika just got back from seeing Ghostbusters, debuted today, starring four lovely ladies, Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Leslie Jones, and Kate McKinnon. So, what did I think? I'll let you know at the end of this video. Let's start with the characters. Alright, let's start with Melissa McCarthy. So, if you're used to Melissa McCarthy's usual work, like on Bridesmaids, Heat, Mike and Molly, Spy, where she's usually poking fun at like her weight or like being the fat funny girl, this is not that Melissa. It's a totally different Melissa, and honestly, I love it. I love how refreshing it is to see her take on a role where she doesn't have to poke fun at her weight, and she's just playing kind of like the straight lace guy. She's kind of like I want to say she's kind of the Bill Murray of the group, you know? Definitely that. Is she funny in this movie? No, she's not really that funny in this movie. She's not funny at all in this movie, but I think that may be the point for her to just not be funny in this movie, but she serves a purpose. She keeps the group together and keeps them going and keeps them focused on their mission throughout this movie. Let's go on over to Kristen Wiig. Alright, Kristen Wiig, I actually have a bias with this. I actually really do love Kristen Wiig a lot, and I love her in this movie. She plays kind of She plays a professor, actually, who's up for tenure. She ends up getting, not going to tell you that because that would be a spoiler. Anywho, out of the four girls, she's kind of the one that's a little hesitant to go back into the business of ghost hunting. Either way, she's fun, quirky. She reminds me a lot of the character she played on Bridesmaids. So if you remember her character on Bridesmaids, it's kind of the same thing. Let's go on over to Leslie Jones, and we're going to do Leslie Jones and Kate McKinnon together. These two were just like comic gold. They were all the comic relief in the movie. Like I said, Melissa wasn't really that funny. Kristen Wiig did have her funny moments, but Leslie Jones and Kate McKinnon definitely stole the show. This was a very clever, witty movie, so I'm gonna try my best not to compare it to the first one, which I think they're both totally different, and they should be, rightfully so. Like I said, Leslie Jones, hilarious. Kate, hilarious. And Kate even has a scene in the film where she kind of like slays like 6 Ghostbusters like thug lifestyle, and she does it flawlessly. And it's like in slow motion, and I'm in the theater clapping solo. No one else was clapping with me because no one else understood the power of that scene. But anyway, she was really fierce in this film, and Leslie Jones was like super smart. She knew about the city, and she knew like where the ghosts were, and like she wasn't terrified. One thing I can say I like about this film, some of the critiques that this film got before it even came out was that how could girls be Ghostbusters? Like, they're afraid of ghosts. One thing this film did not do, they didn't have the girls like being like the dumb blonde in every scary movie that's like, oh, I'm afraid, I'm gonna hide myself in the same room as the ghost. Oh no. No, these women were strong. They took initiative. There was no fear in their eyes. Alright, I'm not gonna go on my feminist rant. But okay, next portion of review, director. So, like you all should know, the director of this film is Paul Feig. He's directed a couple of films with Melissa McCarthy in them. I think he directed Bridesmaids. Am I correct on that one? He directed Bridesmaids, Heat, and I want to say Spy? No? He directed Spy too. Alright, all 3 in a row. So some people were saying that Paul Feig may not have been the right fit in directing this movie. I'm not really sure what they mean when they say that. I thought it was great. I mean, his direction was good. I'm not sure if he helped write the script, but maybe if he did, then no, I don't want him to do the script. Not that there was anything wrong with the movies. I know you might be thinking, well, Annika, you said you enjoyed the movies, so what didn't you like about the writing? There was too much talking in the film for me, and not a lot of action. Like, there was enough action. Like, it was a good action to talking ratio, kind of. I thought it was more talking than actual action. That's something that I didn't like about the film. When we go over to dialogue, like I said before, this is a very witty, smart, quick humor movie. If you watch the original Ghostbusters, you may not like that type of sense of humor, but I think you do. if you like Saturday Night Live, you're going to like Ghostbusters. I felt like I was watching like a good episode of SNL, but for like an hour and 45 minutes. Plot. So I don't want to give too much away. So the plot of this movie is to figure out why this villain guy wants to unleash all these spirits and kind of have like an apocalypse day. And honestly, I'm not too surprised that the plot of this movie is an apocalypse. The past 4 movies that have come out, X-Men Apocalypse, Independence Day Resurgence, The Purge, Election Year, have all been like apocalypse-driven movies. So I'm seeing a pattern, or I'm seeing a conspiracy. Either one. Find out later on X-Files, also known as Annika Files, also known as Annika's Digging Too Deep on This Files. Anyway, it's kind of an apocalypse feel to it. Not too heavy, but it's really fun. Let's go to the climax of the film. So the last 25 minutes of the film is basically one big showdown with all the girls and all those ghosts that's been unleashed by this one guy. It's banging. These girls have some crazy ass weapons. Like, they have this little like gun thing that like takes the ghost and like shreds it up. They also have like these kind of makeshift grenades. If you throw it at a ghost, it just blows it up. It's fucking ridiculous. It kind of reminds me of Fallout. It has like some kind of Fallout-esque weapons. And if you play Fallout, or if you have brothers and friends that play Fallout every fucking day, you know what these weapons look like. Trust me, these weapons are actually really, really awesome. Before I conclude this very quick review, I want to talk about the scores on IMDb. IMDb gave this movie a 4.4 out of 10. I don't know if they were trying to be mean or if they were trying to be nice, but a 4.4 out of 10 is unacceptable. Honestly, I would have at least given this movie a 7.8 out of 10. So come on, IMDb. If you're watching this, have a fucking heart. Alright, Rotten Tomatoes gave this movie a 75%. I actually think that's kind of fair. I mean, I would have bumped it up to an 80. Like, if I was a teacher and I like the student and he sits in the front, why not? I would have given this movie an 80%. It wasn't that bad. I think it actually lived up to... I honestly think it surpassed my expectations. I don't know if you followed the trailer campaign for this movie, but the trailers for Ghostbusters did not do this movie any justice. I saw at least 2 different trailers for Ghostbusters, and I was crossing my fingers like, oh shit, this movie's gonna suck. When I go see the movie, it didn't suck at all. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And last but not least, Metacritic gave this movie a 61%. Let's bump that up to an 81%. This movie was actually really good. I would love to see Ghostbusters 2 take on Manhattan or something. Ghostbusters Purge Year. Whatever. I would love to see a sequel. Please let me know your thoughts. If you saw the movie, what did you like? What didn't you like? Please comment below. And remember to subscribe to your left or your right or right below. See you later. Pow! And who you gonna call? Come on. I'm afraid of no ghosts.